I was the Media and Communications Officer from the years 2008 to 2009, and this was really the first year in which the foundations for the JAMS we all know and love now were put into practice. This was the first year in which we moved to a lecture theatre. We were previously in a seminar room. This was also the first year in which we went on an expo trip, which for many people, they'd never really gone on anything like that before, so that was quite an experience. I think probably most significantly was the introduction of the traditional council roles that the members will be very familiar with now: President, Vice President, Social Officer, Media and Communications Officer and Treasurer, and I was very proud to be a part of that.
I was the president for the academic year 2009 through to 2010, and during this time JAMS had gotten much bigger, so many more members than we'd actually anticipated going off the first 2 years. It became incredibly popular. We had to put on Sunday sessions as well, and there was so much demand for stuff to be shown, and that's sort of when it became the time to put movies on. Outside society as well, we had so many socials, just sort of people meeting up because they couldn't get enough of each other and being mates. Not only that, we had a bake sale which helped fund our expo trip, run a lot more efficiently than the previous year from previous experience, and all this helped for next year when the site got even bigger. Somehow I got back in, so I must have done a good job.
So before I became president, I was vice president in 2010 to 11, and I set out to really put the S back into JAMS, and I think I achieved that with things like the event nights, which went down extremely well, things like the origami night, the manga night, and especially the Whose Line night, which particularly captured our members' imaginations. Along with that was a new structure for the society which helped organize it and help people really connect with it. So we had our booking nights followed by the event nights, and then our theme nights, which really strengthened the society, I believe. One thing I'm particularly proud of is the Tower Bar takeover, which raised a lot of money for the society. We had an amazing amount of fun. Everyone got free sake, and it was apparently the most successful takeover in the Tower Bar's history, so we have a lot to be proud of, and I can only thank everyone who took part and put in all their time and effort for it, and I thank you.
I was the treasurer for 2011-2012, and the main aim that we had was stability. Doing this, we had like a 3-week system, and that really worked well, especially with the initial hurdles we had at the beginning of September because of my absence. Another great thing about JAMS I thought happened was the social side of this year. I think this year we've been the most social because of the fact that we normally have these kind of after-school event things every 2 weeks. And these were like bowling, play zone, and cosplay. Cosplay, actually, talking about it, has probably been the biggest thing that we've pushed this year, especially Becca has pushed. And, you know, it's taken up more and more of our sessions, and that is a good thing. It's unique, it's different, and it's not something JAMS has really stepped into. And obviously, depending on popularity, it's something that we will consider keeping on for the next year. Well, coming back to 2011-2012, we also were talking about the raffle and how successful that was, and it just showed like the positive energy inside of JAMS. You know, between the people who showed up, we managed to make £250 to go straight in the pot to help us run this year, and, you know, push the boat out and just be a bit more a bit more flashy with our spending and such. I want to take a moment just to talk about our council for a bit, and I just want to say, you know, it's been a pleasure to work with all these guys, Dean, Josh, Becca and Sean. You know, we're all very passionate people, and we've all had a distinguished idea of where we want JAMS to go, and I think that's probably one of the greatest things that we've had this year, because we haven't had people who just want to go for the flow. We've had people who are determined and strong, and, you know, not, you know, able to take criticism and just be very positive. And I'm really hoping that next year we have these characteristics again, just because I feel without them JAMS will only stagnate, and I'm really looking forward to working with these other people and to see, you know, where their determination lies and